How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at how the collapse of the Ponies Nation is actually happening. It is getting worse, and it's clear that the Xbox is having a huge influence, a huge effect on them as individuals. They cannot stop talking about Starfield. They are pretending to actually hate Starfield, yet the only thing they can talk about, even though Spider-Man has been out, you've got The Last of Us 2 out, which is a mixed reaction in itself, but all they can still talk about is Starfield. Even the publications like PC Gamer, Metro, IGN, GameSpot, they are still talking about Starfield. None of them is talking about Spider-Man. None of them is talking about The Last of Us. These are big games. These are supposed to be, games of the year contenders. Well, at least Spider-Man is games of the year, but no one cares. It's kind of a forgotten memory, long gone thing. But here we actually have some interesting tidbits of the complete downward spiral of how the PlayStation Nation has been going. So if you do find this video useful, do consider leaving a like. Let's aim for that. I'm going to lower it down a little for this one because it is a pony video. So I'm going to give it a 350 like challenge. Please do consider leaving a sub. It really helps the channel with the algorithm get noticed. We are constantly battling with the algorithm on a daily basis. So any help or support that you can give would be greatly appreciated. Right, that said, don't forget you can support me further through my Patreon, YouTube membership, and super thanks, starting from as little as £1. Right, on with the video. So here we have TCMF Games. This is a notorious PlayStation fanboy, or PlayStation centric. They're talking about Naughty Dog, who has basically been the kings of remasters and remakes for the past year or two. And of course, now they're talking about this. The untitled sci-fi IP from the creators of The Last of Us and Uncharted. Of course, this wouldn't have existed without Starfield. So, PlayStation community, PlayStation Nation, you are welcome. Without Xbox, without Starfield, this idea for a game would never have existed. So the fact that it's now being made through competition is a clear sign that competition is good. Competition is healthy. So for you donuts out there that are constantly turning around and saying that Xbox should go third party, no, they shouldn't, because then games like this would not appear. You are very welcome for the support that we are providing you in your third party, your first party studios, actually growing some form of creative backbone to deliver some games. So here's hoping that your finally new IP will actually be successful, because God, oh God, you actually need it, because if they continue making remakes after remakes after remasters after remakes, they might as well just release the next PlayStation as the PlayStation 5 Remastered. Okay, so all of you that were laughing about saying Wolverine is definitely coming in 2024, and you were all sharpening your pencils and knives and claws and kind of taking aim at the Xbox community and saying, we don't need many games, we have the Wolverine. Well, I'm afraid, according to Insider Gaming, and I've seen this now with multiple reports, Insomniac's Wolverine won't release until 2025, report claims. So 2024 will potentially see a whole year again with no exclusives for PlayStation. They may get bailed out again by Insomniac with the Carnage DLC that could be coming, but in terms of like a fully fledged release, in terms of like a first party game, they're going to have to solely rely on third party products. Now, of course, MBG, now I'm going to be talking about this on Friday in my stream because I've actually got stuff set up with a few clips. He's now saying that those third-party games that are exclusive to PlayStation are actually first-party games, and they're not third-party and shouldn't be seen as third-party. We'll discuss that on Friday, but needless to say, he's crazy. That is copium, and I think at this point, it's finally starting to get to the Pony Nation. And I think they're realizing that they are in a pretty bad spot. They can put the brave face on and choose to continuously talk about Starfield. Because guess what? The more they talk about Starfield, the more people are aware of it. Whether they talk about it in a good light or a bad light, it really doesn't bother me. The fact is, as long as they're talking about it, it trends, it brings awareness, and people are going out to try it. And as long as people are trying it, there's a good chance that they'll like it. And, since it's had, 2 months and there's been two updates already to further improve the game, especially on PC as well as Xbox, well, things can only be up, right? But don't worry, all those PlayStation fans that were turning around and saying, we're going to get it 2024, it's already been leaked and it's already been confirmed, you are coping, Insomniac doesn't fail, there is nothing that you can say that's going to change my mind. Then you have like that 2 moments later. I didn't expect Wolverine to release in 2024. That goalpost got removed real fast, man. That was like literally Marlon Gaming, when as soon as he heard that the ABK deal went, he like took off his PlayStation top, his PlayStation cap, he donned that Xbox cap, Xbox top. That shit happened real quick. This is the same thing. These people were like, right, hold. It's not being released in 2025. Move! Let's go! And that goalpost was moved real quick. I didn't expect Wolverine to release in 2024, and I also didn't want it to release in 2024. Bullshit. All right, I think we can all agree that that is a whole pile of bollocks, King J. You may not have a foot in this race, but the reality is, we know everyone, as soon as they heard the news that Wolverine was coming in 2024, they thought it was coming, and they were pretty much using it as console war fuel, console war ammo, and they were throwing it out like there was no tomorrow. But as soon as it gets announced that it's not going to come in 2024 and it's going to come in 2025, well, I never expected it or wanted it to come in 2024 anyway. Just go away, go away. I never expected it to come anyway. Mate, just take the L. Take the goddamn L and move on. Of course, Gaz here, being how he is, he's not one to pull back, and as we can see from this is basically a PlayStation fan losing his mind at this, at the notion that Wolverine has gone to 2025. He can't take it anymore. The whole thing has driven them mad. I love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. And of course, then we come over to here, and this one for me is like the icing on the cake, because this is like, wow, right? This is wow. I mean, this is the X-Fault Gaming dude. This is the one that tried to get that Xbox, I think it's an Epic Treasure band. I think that he did actually manage to do it, and he was so proud of it. This is the guy who, let me explain. So if you do actually see him, you can actually go back and talk about so this is the guy, if you actually do see him around, he's actually blocked me, so I don't get to see his tweets anymore. But we were having a debate, and I asked, man, you seem to tweet a lot while you're at work. And he goes, well, I only tweet when I'm in the elevator. And he didn't stop tweeting for about, 45 minutes. So then I put 2 and 2 together, and I said, dude, do you work in an elevator? And he got really upset with this. And I said, well, you said you tweet only when you're in the elevator. You haven't stopped tweeting for 45 minutes. So if I put 2 and 2 together, you've got like a little table inside the elevator going up and down. And then you've also got like a little, I even asked him as a friendly guy, right? Do you have like a little flower pot on the side as well to make it, it's a cramped area. People are going to be using the elevator as well. So a little, pot there that might, keep the fart smell away when people come into the elevator or the BO, it might help him. He took very offense to this and blocked it, saying I was mocking where he worked. And I think that pretty much confirmed to me that he did work in an elevator as a full-time job. But story aside, you can see here, dude's console warring over a Black Friday deal. Holy shite, Volt, you're pathetic. And so for Black Friday, Halo Infinite, which is a Game Pass game, right? It's never coming off Game Pass. So the actual physical value of the game is going to diminish because of the fact that it is on the subscription model and it will never come off. But as a Black Friday deal, at $15, I think that's a good deal for that game. So if you're into collecting physicals, that's actually a pretty good bargain. But he turned around and goes, that's really holding up in value there. Like, he's trying to use this as a win because he has nothing else to, talk about. I'm guessing this epiphany came to him while he was riding the elevator within his office, inside the elevator, sitting down with his green plant or whatever he's got in his office. This epiphany must have come to him at that point where he said, right, I want to be like the S-Class gamer. I need to make sure I post some of the dumbest shit to make myself look absolutely goddamn stupid. And then he thought about it. And after posting some of the dumbest shit I've seen for a while, he turned around and came back and said, you know what? I've got one more in me to make myself look like a right jackass. And then he posted this, trying to mock a Black Friday deal. I mean, how dumb can you get? This is like a special kind of dumb. I swear to God, when it comes to the ponies, all the really, really dumb ones seem to congregate into one corner. It's like they're in their own little echo chamber trying to kind of feed off each other's ideas, and then by the time they come out of that meeting room, they're all equally stupid. Finally, we come to this one over here. This one was actually really... I'm actually upset for the company because they did put a lot of work into this and they did try to get it working, with Unreal Engine 5. Didn't really work out the way they wanted to, but Brett Robbins, CEO of Ascendant Studios, says Immortals of Avium will be coming to Xbox Game Pass and PS Plus. Now, this is a really weird thing to do on a Black Friday when you could have reduced the price of the game and actually, tried to sell a few copies. But what I'm guessing is the money that's coming from Game Pass and from PS Plus, the deal that they're trying to broker that seems to be going well for them to be able to publicly come out and say this in order to stop people from buying it physically, which is weird in itself, must be enough to satisfy their financial needs and gains. Again, further proving that when you put the games on Game Pass and other subscription models like PlayStation Plus, it is a lucrative deal for them. It does cover development costs. And ideally, I'm guessing that is their main aim right now, is to break even. Even if they don't really break a profit, at least, making back the money that they cost could save people their jobs. So this is actually, in my idea, both a completely and utterly weird thing, but a good thing at the same time. And it says, yes, we are talking to them about getting the game onto both of those services. We don't have a date yet. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen though. And I think this is going to be one of the announcements that are going to be made at the Game Awards by Phil Spencer. I reckon Baldur's Gate 3 is also going to be an announcement in regards to being shadow dropped onto Game Pass. But I think they need to look bigger. I know Baldur's Gate 3 is like people's game of the generation, but it's not for everyone. I think they need to look bigger, look grander, and try and secure and drop a big announcement. X game is exclusive to Xbox and Xbox only, coming 2024, coming 2025. Something like that is needed. But hopefully this will help the developers, the publisher and the developers over at the company, and it will save jobs. And folks, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, we are looking for 350 likes for this one because it is a pony video and I know you can do it. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing. The actual gap that was previously around 25% has now gone to about 37%. So 37% of you are returning viewers to watch the channel, and I'm extremely grateful. But if you are enjoying the content, do consider subscribing. It really helps the YouTube algorithm because at the end of the day, if people are subscribing, YouTube sees that people are enjoying the content, they're enjoying the channel, and it recommends that channel to a wider audience and allows the video to go more viral. That's just how the algorithm works. If you want to support me further, you can do that through my Patreon, through my YouTube membership starting from £1, or you can click on that super thanks, leave a message, and I will of course respond to that. Either way, a simple like and a subscribe is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help this channel grow and allows me to continue to bring you awesome content like this. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Remain legend.